5 questions including free agents, young talent, draft picks. Much of the Stars' future could depend on the growth of Jake Oettinger, who took big steps this season. The Stars' promising season came to a sudden end Monday night with the 6-0 loss to the Vegas Golden Knights in the Western Conference Finals. Dallas lost the first 3 games of the series, putting themselves in a place only 4 teams had ever come back from. Despite winning games 4 and 5, Dallas ran out of steam. We'll look at everything. Once we take the emotion out of it and look at it, there's a lot to be proud of, Stars coach Pete DeBoer said after the Game 6 loss. There were only 4 teams left out of 32. I don't think at the beginning of the year a lot of people had us penciled in as one of them. In DeBoer's first season, the 2022-23 Stars finished as the 4th seed in the Western Conference with 108 points, after milestone seasons by Joe Pavelski, Jason Robertson, and Miro Heiskanen. Despite the disappointment of Monday's loss, the Stars progressed further in the playoffs than the previous season, when they were eliminated in the first round after an overtime Game 7 loss to the Calgary Flames. They took down the Minnesota Wild, defeated the Seattle Kraken, and tested the Golden Knights, who will now face the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final. The Stars didn't want to pay attention too much to the future after the Game 6 loss, but there are reasons to believe it's promising. Here are some key questions for the Stars this offseason in order to build upon the momentum. Should the Stars try to re-sign either of their trade deadline acquisitions, Max Domi or Yevgeny Dadonov, who are unrestricted free agents? Domi, 28, had just 2 goals and 5 assists in 20 regular season games with the Stars, but had 3 goals and 10 assists in 18 playoff games. Dadonov, 34, had 3 goals and 12 assists in 23 regular season games and 4 goals, 6 assists in 16 playoff games. Both acquisitions played key roles in helping the Stars make the conference finals, but can they play roles in the franchise's future? It will come down to price. The Stars don't have a ton of wiggle room, more on that later. So a deal might have to come at an annual average lower than what they both made this past season. Domi had a $3 million cap hit, while Dadonov had a $5 million hit. Other notable unrestricted free agents for the Stars include Joel Kiviranta, Luke Glendening, Joel Hanley, and Fredrik Olofsson, who played well in Games 4 and 5 for Dallas. Ty Dellandrea, the hero of Game 5, is a restricted free agent. The good news for the Stars, their core is more than solid, putting them in the position to play the market. Their homegrown foundation is a luxury, so even if they can't necessarily splurge on the free agent market, they could find some quality pieces to round out their lines. Here's a list of free agents per Spotrac, so Stars can make their wish list. Just keep this in mind, money is tight, so don't start envisioning Patrick Kane in Dallas Stars green. With an estimated $7.3 million in salary cap space to fill 7 roster spots, the Stars would benefit if a young player could earn a roster spot. Could this be 21-year-old center Mavrik Bourque, 20 goals, 27 assists at Texas? The Stars were tempted to start the Bourque era early after Jamie Benn was suspended for 2 games and Dadonov suffered a lower body injury in Game 3 that kept him out of the rest of the series. Dallas recalled Bourque and fellow Texas Stars forward Rhett Gardner, but ultimately decided to go with Olofsson. Depending on free agency, the Stars could be forced into using Bourque, the team's 2020 first-round pick, to start next season. It's pretty much the formula for the Stars at this point. Another cost-saving maneuver could be more time for Nils Lundkvist, who played in 60 regular season games this season, but didn't appear in the postseason. Dallas' two goalies, Jake Oettinger and Scott Wedgwood, are both under contract for next season. If Dallas needs to rely on young, cheaper talent, there should be a good pool to pick from: the Texas Stars and the Idaho Steelheads, two affiliates for the Stars. Both played postseason hockey this season. Draft. The 2023 NHL Draft will be June 28th to 29th at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. The Stars do not have a first-round pick after trading it to New York for Lundqvist. It should be a loaded draft, and Dallas has picks in only 2 of the first 4 rounds. Should they package some of their prospects to try to trade into the first round? That would make next month's draft a lot more fun, wouldn't it? It's also pretty unlikely, considering Dallas' history. Dallas has traded up only once in the first round since Jim Nill took over. That was in 2017, when Dallas shipped a third-round pick and the 29th overall pick, which the Stars acquired from the Anaheim Ducks for Patrick Eaves, to move up 3 picks and select Oettinger. That worked out pretty well for Dallas.